Rossel. I hope you're having a great day. So one of the things that I have been thinking a lot, doing a lot, and talking to people a lot about lately is how to achieve major success. And really the big key to it is tenacity and small steps. If we do the same thing just a little bit every day, it will get done. One of the things traps that a lot of people fall into, I fall into a lot, is it's overwhelming. I have this big goal, I've never done it before, I get overwhelmed, and so instead of getting overwhelmed, if you can break it into what can I get done in the next 5 minutes, what can I get done in the next 15 minutes, and then what can I do every day. There is research out there, and I don't remember the exact statistic, but it shows that it's something like if you read 20 minutes or an hour a day, within 4 to 5 years, you will be an expert in whatever the topic is. And so it's these little steps that we just have to be very consistent at. And that's been one of the things that I found in my meditation practice, in any self-growth practice, is if I sit down and I do it every single day, the time adds up. If I do that in my business, the time adds up. And the biggest thing that I've found for this is how do we become accountable? And some things just take over our lives. Like when I start a new business, I love, being an entrepreneur. I love starting new businesses. I think it's so much fun. The exhilaration of starting the new business takes over. I love all of the neurochemicals that are involved with something like starting a new business. And so that's an easy one. But when it comes to other things, like I am not great at daily exercise routines, or I've noticed I've fallen out of practice, I'm not playing guitar every day, things like that. How do I actually make sure it gets done? And so there's a couple ways that I have found to really hold myself accountable to make these small steps, because once we have a change, and it takes, I've read different research, but a minimum of a week, closer to 90 days, depending on, again, what exactly we're trying to accomplish and what research we're reading, to actually establish a new habit or routine. And so one of the ways that I do it is I set phone alarms. I also really like to do it visually, so I get a really pretty calendar. I'm not a paper calendar person, I'm a computer calendar person, and I get a paper calendar and I hang it on my wall, and I have different colored pens, and then I can see, okay, I did this task today. Check. That's blue. That one's pink. That one's purple, And for me, seeing that I had that streak is really huge. And knowing that if I take a day off, if we look at it kind of like addictions, if one relapse, you have to start all over again. And so look at this for your habit and your routine in your business, in your daily life of, okay, I was going to reach out to 5 new contacts today, and I didn't reach to any. Well, now the momentum falls by the wayside. And so every single day do it, because if it's, I'm gonna get 5 new contacts a day or 5 new contacts a week, even if you have 5 new contacts a week, that's 20 in a month and 240 in a year. And that's a lot. That's gonna be a really big difference. And the other thing that I do is every Monday I set down what are my weekly goals. But my weekly goals are different from these things that I'm doing every day to create these new habits. Those every day to create new habits things, those are what the actual change is. The weekly goals are really important, but those are something big and specific, like I'm going to develop this new class, or I'm going to clean out my storage unit, or I'm going to try a new marketing strategy, whatever it is. That's the big thing for the week, but that is its own thing. Our daily goals are what's going to actually create the change. And then another big thing is, if we look at it, everything that we do creates our reality. And so if we're not happy with our reality, we need to take an assessment of what am I doing and how is it creating the reality that I'm in, and now how can I shift what I'm doing to create the reality that I want. And so the best tool that I've found to do this is through journaling. And so I have a journaling practice that I do every night. And what I like to do is, what did I do to accomplish my goals that I was in alignment with the vision? And then what did I do that was not in alignment with my vision today? And then how could I do better tomorrow? And so that's another way that I keep track of these little changes, these little habits that I do every single day. that lead up to really big results. And so think about whatever it is that you want. It's not impossible, but it may be impossible to get it tomorrow. But Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And there's that old adage, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So look at the big goal and say, what is that little daily habit that I can do in 5, 10, 15 minutes a day? Maybe it's going to be something that it's an hour a day, and I'm willing to commit that hour a day to it. And then do it day in, day out, every single day. And once you do that, you will be amazed at what you can accomplish in a month, 6 months, a year, 5 years. Because if you do that, your life will be 100% completely changed in the next couple of years. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.